I returned my Pixel 9 Pro XL, and here's why. I want to clarify a few things from my last video. I did not purchase the Pixel 9 Pro XL with the intent of returning it at all. I purchased it with the intent of switching permanently from Apple to Google. Obviously, that didn't happen. I had purchased it, and the user experience was fine. There was no issues with it whatsoever. I feel like the Pixel itself, the hardware was beautiful. The camera bar on it looked phenomenal. The build quality of it feels very premium. I think that that phone itself is the most Apple-like device within the Android ecosystem. I think that the ecosystem can be as seamless as Apple's. I know they have the Pixel Bud Pro 2s that they just released. I know they had the Pixel Watch 3 release as well. But, however, this isn't my first time making the switch from Apple to Google. I had a 12 Pro Max when it first came out, and I had seen the iPhone 13, didn't see a need to upgrade, had seen the iPhone 14, and didn't see the need to upgrade as well. I was bored with Apple's design. I didn't see them switching anything up anytime soon, and here we are in 2024, and of course, not much has changed. Switching from the 12 Pro Max to the Pixel Fold, I encountered a lot of difficulties and things that I had thought by now would be fixed. There were small things like Nike Run Club not being included in the Pixel Watch, the first gen, and I know eventually they included that. Also, the concern for RCS chats. I know I don't care what color the chats are. I know blue bubbles, green bubbles, that all of that is stupid. But using the standard messaging app and being unable to send or receive clear videos or pictures was very bothersome. So as we all know, Apple opened up RCS chat. So I was like, okay, they solved that issue. That's not a concern anymore. So that being said, some of the day-to-day, everyday life things were not accessible through Pixel, and I'm sure that they had apps. I'm sure that they had other means to access these things or different versions. But when you lose progress that you've made so long on certain things, it's kind of discouraging. So I switched back from the Pixel Fold to an iPhone 15 Plus and had that for another good year until around this time. I watched Google's keynote. I had seen the leaks coming up for the Pixel 9 Pro XL. I had seen all the details of it and I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, this phone looks so phenomenal. Hopefully they fix a lot of these issues or, address a lot of these concerns. And I know, they added Nike Run Club to the watch eventually. I know that they fixed a lot of concerns that people had. And with RCS chats opening up, I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's switch. But the night that I had pre-ordered it, I was tossing and turning, and I knew in my head, I was like, Cody, you're going to regret it. You're going to get this phone and you're going to be frustrated with certain things. You're going to be concerned about a lot. And I kept trying to convince myself and tell myself, it's going to be okay. I know this is not that deep. It's not that deep. It's a phone. Who cares? It's stupid. To make a long story short, I had set everything up, transferred everything over. I already used a lot of Google's products, so everything was automatically there, my photos and text messages and all of that. And I started using it, and as I was using it throughout the day, like that feeling that I had felt the night before, or not the night before, but when I had pre-ordered it of, don't do this, it I was like, you know what, go with your gut, return it, go back, and that's the whole reason that I made the video in the first place. I'm not delusional, I'm not stupid. I know that Apple keeps us locked into their ecosystem and they make it difficult to use some of their products with other Android devices or, any other operating system. They don't let you incorporate them into their ecosystem and vice versa. I know that. So that day I decided, no, I don't want to put up with certain blockages or experience certain hindrances. It's not worth it. Just return the phone. So yeah, it is what it is.